YouTube, it's Bree. It is in the morning. Oh, you can see my bra. Whatever, real life. It is 9:03 on September 16th. El 16 de septiembre, bitch. Hey. I have my iced coffee in my Halloween tumbler. I'm gonna do like a vlog or like a get ready. I don't know. I have work in a little bit. I woke up. Oh my god, I have stuff all over my face. I woke up pretty early. Cause yeah. My friend spent the night with me this weekend. It was amazing. I should have probably vlogged then because we actually did stuff. So Friday, I had jury duty in the morning for the 4th time this year. I was only there for like 45 minutes, and then like they're like, "Oh, your case was settled. You guys are dismissed." I like I hung out, and I was really bored because like I was already supposed to be hanging out with my friend. She was waiting for her contacts to get in though, so we couldn't hang out with her later. So we ended up like finally hanging out. We went to the mall, the Dead Mall, to see a movie. We went to see The Nun. I was honestly scared. I was so freaked out by this movie, like going into it. And like, was the movie spooky at times? Yes, but weird Indiana Jonesy vibe to it, and like it kind of made it cheesy. And then the more you stared at the like nun, I don't remember the like demon or whatever. It was like the more you stared at its face, you were like, oh, she's not that scary. It was pretty fun. I have work. I had the past like 2 days off. Well, I had to take 1 day off for jury duty, and they just gave me the entire day off. And then they gave me yesterday off, and then I work Sunday, which is today. So yeah, they cut my shift short today, which is always kind of nice. There are some times where it's not good, where it's like, bitch, I need my hours, but like, your girl's been getting some decent hours, so she's okay. And I'm not one of those people, I don't know. One time I saw this like makeup get ready with me, and it honestly blew my fucking mind. The girl wore glasses like me, but she wore her glasses as she was doing her makeup. Like, I've never done that. Like, I take them off and I don't put them on until the end. Like, yeah, sometimes I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like, it just doesn't make sense to me to I don't know. If you wear glasses, do you do that, or do you just keep your glasses off the entire time? I keep my glasses off the entire time, and I just get really up close and personal with my mirror. Actually, I feel like you guys can't even see. Oh well. The girl's just putting her eyebrows on. I think I may start decorating for Halloween this weekend, which is exciting. Some of you may be like, it's early, or if you don't live in the United States, you may be like, what the fuck, you decorate? Yes, bitch, it's my favorite holiday. So I want to pick up one of those inflatables, like a cheapy one. They're like 15 bucks at Walmart, but I don't know. I think I may need new lights too. I have to double check. It's literally, my lights break every fucking year, and I'm like, I'm gonna check them before I put them up. A bitch already has them up on the window with the fucking giant ass ladder, and then my mom's like, did you check if they work? And I'm like, what do you mean? Plug them in, half of them don't fucking light up. Oh my god, the frustration. Honestly, it does not look good, but like, I really don't care at this point. I think I'm just gonna make this like get ready with me. So I think you're supposed to tell you the products I use, but anyways. So for my eyebrows, I use the Dip Brow in chocolate. My moisturizer is the Yes to Cotton, and then this like random one I found. I don't know. I use 2 because California fucked my skin up. Did I already do? Yes, I think I did yes. I use this Laura Geller Spackle Treatment Makeup Primer in it's hydrating. It's that LA Girl Pro Coverage, and I'm also going to do a pump of the BH Cosmetics Naturally Flawless. And I add more as needed because my face is fucked, as I said. Talk about. Oh my god. So like, I'm gonna talk about things that bother me in the K-pop community because, like, let's be honest, there's a lot of them. So, I've been into K-pop for 5 years now. I got into it. This is the old one. Where's my new one? It's right here. I've been into K-pop for 5 years. I got into it like May, June of 2013. Bitch, I've been with BTS since debut, which is why they hold a very, very special place in my heart. They were like the first group I really like, I don't know, got to experience a lot of things with. And like I would say, like, obviously K-pop has always been popular, but I would really say it blew up kind of like 2015, 2016 is when you really saw it like having a more prominent, I guess, role. It was just weird because like it's always been very prominent, but like, you guys know what I mean. It kind of became a little more like mainstream in the sense where like people were like, oh yeah, K-pop. I don't have a problem with new K-pop fans. Like, I'm not that person, and like I'm also not that person because people are gonna be like, you've only been into for 5 years. Like, try 10, bitch. And it's like, good for you, honey. Like, I know some of my friends have been in it for a lot longer than me, and they're not like that. But like, whatever. But I'm seeing this whole thing of like, so the thing I hate seeing, I hate it more than anything, is when people are like, so-and-so is so underappreciated, and like, I just put hand sanitizer on. You guys are like, you don't treat them fairly. Like, bitch, I get it, 100%. But my problem with that is you aren't coming at the fandom, okay? Because like, if you were really down to like the fandom or people that like are honestly like, bitch, I'm a fan, like I'm here for them, you're really addressing the people that don't stan a group, they stan members. And I'm not trying to call anybody out, but there are certain fandoms that I do see it more prominent in, and there are some fans that are just like that. Like, no tea to them, but like, they really only care about their member. Like, they'll be like, okay, where's so-and-so? I only care about, like, let's say if their bias is, like, Namjoon. They'll be like, where's Namjoon? Where's Namjoon? I only care about Namjoon. Like, there was this one girl I knew where, like, her bias was Namjoon. And the entire time we were trying to watch a show, she was just like, okay, but where's Namjoon? Where's Namjoon? Where's Namjoon? And yes, bitch, that shit is annoying. I agree. But I'm also, like, I'm tired of being labeled as, like, because I say I have a bias, it's like, oh, but you should really support all of them. And it's like, bitch, I support all of them. Like, excuse me? Like, a good example of this was, I went to the concert, right? The second day in LA. And there was this girl sitting next to me. She was really cool. She was really nice. And I think it's because I misspoke. But, like, it also rubbed me the wrong way that she kind of just assumed something. And I don't blame her. But, like, I think by, like, the end of the concert, she kind of knew. We didn't really talk afterwards because, like, a bitch was dying. But I obviously am a Yoongi bias, if you don't know. And I let her know and the girl next to her know because we were talking a little bit. Like, just a heads up. Sorry, but I'm going to freak out really bad when Yuki comes out, especially for, like, Seesaw. And I'm going to cheer really loud. Mind you, I was just saying that as a, like, I will probably yell something really ridiculous and I'll be all over the place and I'll probably be sobbing. So don't be frightened. Don't be spooked. Okay, like, I'm fine. Even if I say I'm literally dying, like, I'm fine. I meant it in that sense, and the girl was like, no, yeah, I get it. I'm gonna be cheering for all the boys. Like, when did I say I wasn't gonna be cheering for all the boys? Girl, I'm just letting you know ahead of time that, like, I'm not saying that I only care about Yoongi. Like, bitch, I was shrieking for all the members. Like, Seesaw leading into Epiphany, I was sobbing. My eyelashes were gonna fucking fly off, okay? Because, like, I was wearing fake eyelashes. And it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But then I was like, I kind of get it. But, like, I probably misspoke. Because I was like, I'm not saying I'm not going to cheer for the other boys. And, like, the assumption that was made rubbed me the wrong way. She was really nice. Like, this is no tea to her, because, like, I feel like it's a common misconception. But, like, I was like, what makes you think that just because I'm telling you I'm gonna yell really loud for Yoongi, I'm not gonna cheer for the other boys? Like, I stan the group, not just Yoongi. And it's really, like, I don't know, like, it's really hard for me. Like, I think the whole bias thing is completely taken out of proportion, and, like, the original concept for what it is not what it is anymore. Like, people think that if you have a bias, like, they're like, you should love all the members equally. And it's like, I never said I love the members any less than I love my bias. Like, if anything, I love all the boys, like, equally. They've all done, the group as a whole has done so much for me. Like, I'll make another video on how K-pop honestly helped me through the worst period of my life. I was using the fucking Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I used the Sam concealer, sorry. And I'm using Airspun. And I don't know, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And, like, I was talking about it with my friend, and we were talking about that. And I'm like, I get very frustrated, because sometimes I feel like people are almost, like, guilt tripping or making people feel bad if they're, like, only talking about their, like, if they say they have a bias. I feel like there's this preconceived notion of, like, oh, they don't stand the group, they only stand their bias. And it's like, no, that's not the case. Like, having a bias doesn't mean that you only care about them. Like, it's just that you either are drawn to that person, whether it's, like, a physical attraction, or, like, you guys just connect to some sort of level. And I do connect with Yoongi on some sort of level. Yoongi can be, Suga can be sociable. He can be very outgoing, but he also very much likes his alone time. He's kind of reserved. And I'm like that when you first meet. Like, I think when people first see Suga, they're probably like, oh, he's kind of cold. And people, I get that a lot. Like, people are like, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were going to be a total asshole, or, like, just not talk to me. In the video, and I did a terrible job at explaining what happened here. My dogs wanted to come inside, so I had to stop and let them in. That's why there's, like, a weird cut. That's it. Fucking pissed me off was a bitch was so happy after her concert. I had been looking forward to that since, like, May. Really, like, I hate after a K-pop concert, and it happens after every K-pop concert, mind you. People fucking try to shame bitches. I think somebody got home. That's why my dogs are fucking barking, but whatever. They'll try to, like, guilt trip people and be like, night one didn't cheer for so-and-so. Or, like, for me, it was like, oh my god, during Suga's performance, the crowd was dead. Listen. Insert clip here of me not having a voice after the concert. My voice is completely gone. It's non-existent at this point. I'm meeting the man himself, Sir Elton John. That pisses me off, because you're just putting out into the world negativity that isn't there. Like, you have to imagine, the Staples Stadium is huge. It's big. I don't know how many it seats, like, I don't remember, I don't look that up. But basically, like, when you're hearing things, you're hearing it from one section. So, like, an example of this is For the Red Bullet tour, the section that I was actually seated in, everybody was like J-Hope bias, which no shade, love it. My best friend's J-Hope bias. So we were in the J-Hope section. So like, were they cheering for everyone? Yes. Was it a little bit louder for J-Hope? Yes, but mainly because the people I was surrounded by were cheering for J-Hope. Like, they were like, yes, they were cheering for everybody, but it was a little bit louder because J-Hope is their bias, right? So honestly speaking, when you're in a concert, you are not hearing the entire stadium, you're hearing the people around you. Does that make sense? So like, you can't be like, oh my god, nobody cheered. It's like, bitch, were you up in the nosebleed seats with me? No. You were down in like P whatever, and bitch, we were cheering. I was very lucky, and like, everybody around me was like sugar bias, and bitches were wearing headbands, hair ties. It was everything. And we were all cheering. Was there a moment I was silent for half the song because I was just in awe? Like, I was amazed. I was in tears. Like, I was so moved by the performance. The entirety of First Love during Wings tour, I didn't say one goddamn word. You want to know what I did? Just streams of tears were strolling down my face. Rolling down my face. Because I was just so moved by the performance. Like, that doesn't mean I didn't like it or like I'm a fake fan because I didn't cheer. No, bitch. I was just in awe. And it really pisses me off because it like made me feel like low-key guilty. But then I was like, I shouldn't feel guilty. Like, I cheered so loud for Seesaw. Like, yes, there was like 40 seconds I didn't cheer because I was getting a little bit of a fan cam. Not gonna lie. But I didn't want my ugly ass voice ruining the beauty of it. And like, at one point it did ruin it. And I like low-key cut it out because that shit was not cute. Like, that shit ruined Yoongi's beautiful voice and I was trash. But it really fucking pissed me off. Like, don't fucking do that shit. Or like, nobody cheered for Namjoon. And it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, yes, they did. That shit pisses me off so much because like, a person can be on the biggest fucking high from their, oh shit. A person can be on their biggest fucking high from their concert and be like, it was so good. Like, that night could have been that person's fucking, the best night of their life thus far. Or like, they were having a really shitty time. And that concert was everything to them. And they're feeling so good about themselves. And then all of a sudden they go on the Instagram or the Twitter and people are like dragging the crowd about not being supportive of the boys. And if I was there, I would have cheered so loud. Bitch, shut up. They cheered. They weren't not cheering. I was like, you guys, that shit pisses me off so bad. Like, I cannot even put into words how badly it fucking pisses me off. Because it puts out a certain vibe of negativity. And it's like, I don't like it. I just don't like it. And you yourselves are then creating the whole like, this member is so underappreciated. This member, it's like, no, they're not. They're not underappreciated because deep down when you get into the actual fandom, everybody loves the boys equally, even if they have a bias, you know? And it's like, you're looking at the superficial layer of the fandom and you're not delving in deep. And if you are that bothered by it, then are you even in the fandom for the right reasons? Like, I don't care what other people do. I don't care how other people, like, it bothers me when it affects me. And my connection with the boys or the music. A spiritual, like, almost like a religious experience, getting to see them live and, like, listen to Suga's solo. And y'all bitches fucking try to ruin that shit for me. I don't think so. I don't think so, honey. That's where I draw the line. I talked about it with my brother and he was there because we always go to concerts together and he is a BTS stan as well. And he agreed. He was like, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Everybody in our section was cheering for everybody. That really pisses me off. Like, don't tell me what I didn't do when you weren't there, okay? Like, let's not do that. And me and my best friend were talking about it and we're like, she was like, it's always like that. Like, there's always that person's like, look, it was so dead. Look at this fan cam. And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Sure, honey, whatever you say. But don't fucking come for me. Like, it just pisses me off. We got something else that's pissing me off. Okay, so I'm on these groups on Facebook because, like, I like being up to date with, like, what was going, the ongoings of the concert, or the tour, I should say. And people sell things and like it's like either old merch that maybe they're not using, or like they're like it deserves a better home, yada yada yada. But you see so many fucking people ripping people off. So with the version 3 Army Bomb, you got free photo cards. You're gonna be like, they're not free because you had to pay for the Army Bomb. They were an add-on, okay? Like it was just an extra. Like, all right. And they're really nice quality. Like they're really nice. Like my brother bought an Army Bomb and he gave me the photo cards because he's like, here. And I was like, yeah, thanks. They're currently right here on the front of my TV stand. Namjoon is still at the front because like it was his birthday, so you know, he birthday boy. Where was I going with this? Oh, so you got like basically like add-ons, right? And there are people that are selling the photo cards. Mind you, the Army Bomb was $55. $2 for batteries if you didn't bring your own. So $57. Let's just put it at that. And people are selling the photo cards for $10 a piece. Plus shipping. So if you do that math, and I mean like they're not selling 1 or 2 photo cards, like they're selling the full set. So that's 7 cards. 7 times 10 is 70. Genius. Plus shipping, which I've seen some shipping be up to like $3. So realistically, it's like, I know they're not getting the shipping price, but I'm also kind of like, I don't think it's that expensive to ship cards, you know? Like, I'll ask my brother because he ships Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but like, I don't, like, some people are like, I'll have to see how expensive the shipping is. And it's like, it's literally like a thin piece of paper. Like, calm down. Okay, it's not thin. It's like cardstock, whatever. And it just kind of grosses me out. Because if you think about it, okay, let's say realistically, whatever. This person does end up selling all 7 photo cards. That's a $70 take-home profit, right? Like, so they're making $70 off of that. The Army Bomb was $55. So they're covering the price they paid for the Army Bomb, which was how they got the photo cards, and then an extra profit on the side. Mind you, they didn't pay for the photo cards themselves, they paid for the Army Bomb. So it seems like such a fucking ripoff to me. And you guys can disagree, but it's just like a ripoff to me. I've been talking a lot. Maybe too much, but whatever. Like, it's just, like, if you saw my BT21 haul, I went on a rant about people reselling things, and I don't like it. Like, that was too orange, it blends in, whatever. I didn't get any merch, because merch was sold out by the time I got out, obviously. I got there. Merch was sold out super early, and I think Big Hit itself needs to have more, like, limits on merch, or the amount people can buy. My lighting turned off. Hold on. By lighting, I mean my reading lamp turned off. It's only 1 minute. Oh my god, I'm almost done. You stupid dumb bitch. Fuck my life. Fuck. God damn. Really, bitch? You have to see that flicker. Like, this bitch is hanging out for dear life. Anyways, I didn't get any merch. Yeah, people are over here like, oh, I'm selling this. Did you buy the merch just to resell it? I don't like that. Why are you doing that? That's not okay. It's just not fair to me, okay? Like, since Wingstore, god damn it, all I wanted is a fucking picket, okay? A picket. At this point, I don't care, like, if what member, it's the whatever. I just want a picket. And they're, like, impossible to get. And I think they raised the price, but at Wings they were $10, and I think now they're like 20 or like something like that. People are selling them. I've seen one go for $50, $40, $45, and it's like, that's fucked up. And these are probably the same people that are like, scalpers are the worst. They're scammers. Big Hit, do something about it. Bitch, you're a scalper too. Like, you're scamming fans because you're reselling the merchandise for like quadruple the price. Like, what the fuck? Like, do you not realize that that's the exact same thing you're doing? Like, why is it okay for you to do it because you're a fan? If anything, it makes it worse because you're a fan, bitch. Like, let's be real. It upsets me because they're like the same people that are like, if you resell tickets, you're the scum of the earth. And it's like, if you resell merchandise, you're the scum of the earth, bitch. Like, how about that? Like, I don't know, like, it really pisses me off. Or like all these people that are like selling BT21 merch. I'm like, why did you even buy it if you didn't want it? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't buy something if I don't honestly want it. Like, it's not even worth the effort. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. I put too much orange. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Challenge, so I can't call you Jesus. There's so many things that I fucked up with the K-pop community. And I'm just like, the K-pop community itself is such a bunch of hypocrites. Like, they'll be like, don't support scalpers, don't buy resale tickets. And it's like, but I'm also selling this piece of confetti from the fucking concert for $30. If you guys want to buy it. It was touched by, it grazed J-Hope's shoulder, and it's like, okay, bitch, yeah, you're not a scammer. I feel like people don't address it as much as they should. And I'm not saying if you resell merchandise, you're terrible. Like, I get it. Like, sometimes there's just stuff that you're like, I don't need it, or like, I don't use it. Like, I get it. Like, some stuff is worth a lot of money, either because it's out of print or like it's older merchandise. But I mean people that are like I'm telling you, people that are selling a merch from the tour for double or triple the price, and it's like they bought it for the sole purpose of reselling. And you can tell because they have a bunch of shit for sale. Like, bitch, come on. Or like that girl, like I was saying, that's selling those photo cards for $10 a piece. And it's like, I get it, maybe you don't want the photo cards, but like, sis, $10 a piece, you're already making back what you spent on your army bomb. It's just like the hypocrisy of it all. Like, don't be like calling out scammers and being like, Big Hit, Powerhouse, or whoever's holding the concert, do something about it. And then you yourself are doing the same exact thing, but it's okay because you're a fan, or it's okay because it's merchandise. Like, it's not okay in any way, in any like shape or form, you know? Like, don't be such a hypocrite. Like, you have to realize that like you're stepping on your own fucking tail by saying that. Because there are people that went to the concert, and there are people that actually lined up for merch really early and still didn't get shit. And it's like, we have people over here that bought like one of everything, or like whatever. Because I really don't think there's a limit. From what I remember from I didn't read that much on the merch this year because I knew I wasn't going to get anything. From what I remember from the Wings tour, it was like you could get one of each member for the tickets. So you could get 7 tickets and it'd be fine. They would probably be able to get, this time around there was 8 tickets. It's 8 tickets plus whatever else of other merch they wanted, like t-shirts, hats, the premium photos, which is another thing that's really popular for selling. And there are people that, like I'm saying, there are people that stayed, like waited in line and wanted something and probably got up there and either their bias was sold out or the one that they wanted was sold out. And it's because people bought it to resell. And you can say like, that's not true. I didn't do it. Like, bitch, I'm not saying you, there are people that did that. And you can fucking tell on these groups. And it's like the hypocrisy of it all, because they're the same people that are like, scammers, don't buy from scammers. Oh my god, this person, like, I can get P1 when I wanted P1, I got P2 or whatever. And they bitch and moan about it. And it's like, bitch, you do the same shit with merch. It's just as bad. Like, why don't you, like, do you not realize that? That shit irritates me. Anyways, I know this is just me bitching and moaning. Am I normally like this? Yes. Am I a negative person? I mean, kind of. Like, I'm not gonna be like I'm not, because I can be. We're a realist, whatever. It's just like there's so much in the K-pop, like I'm saying, there's so much in the K-pop community that like sometimes I feel like we don't address it, or like we just don't address it because we're like, what's even the point? Like, people are gonna be like, you're wrong. That's not how it is at all. Sure, sweetie. And look, you can drag me. Oh, fuck. You can drag me if you want. Like, I really don't care. These are, like, my honest opinions. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a bias. I don't think there's anything, like, wrong with you maybe, like, staying silent for an entire song at a concert because you're in awe. I don't think there's anything wrong with calling out your fandom for bullshit that they do, because they feel the need, like, they can call anybody else out, but apparently you can't call them out, right? I don't know, there's just, it's really sad when I see, like, again, it doesn't even go for merch. There are some people that just take advantage of the fandom, and our fandom lets it happen. Like, when the whole, you guys can feel a certain way about this. I personally do not follow a lot of K-pop channels, because I don't feel like there are a lot of smaller ones, smaller being the clue word, like, they barely have any subscribers, which is bullshit, that deserve a lot more recognition by our community, because they're people that are actually part of the community, as opposed to people that you're giving hundreds of thousands of views to just for reacting to videos. And that is, like, me, like, whatever, like, your reaction channels, whatever, enjoy them. They are what they are. I'm not trying to be, like, I get, in the words of Peter Baum, I get their gig. But, like, they're not real fans. Like, I'm not saying that they can't be, like, they turn into real fans. So many of them just do it because they know it's popular. They know that you're going to click on the video. They know you're going to comment. They know you're going to like the video. They know you're going to subscribe. They know you're going to keep suggesting videos to them. Why do you think there's been such a, like, high ups, like, what the fuck would you even call it? Like, such a high number of them popping up the last 2 years. I just don't appreciate it. And I feel like our fandom lets that shit happen. Like, they're taking advantage of you. They don't care about the members. They don't care about the music. They care about the views. Fandom lets it happen. Meanwhile, there are genuine, like, people in our community that are actually wanting to do YouTube. And people don't even, like, they don't have any subscribers. Why is that? When they're actually part of your fandom. Like, that's crazy to me. But some guy that reacts to, like, K-pop has thousands and thousands of subscribers, and it's like, but why? And then, like, no shade. I don't care at this point. You can say whatever it is. It's how I feel. This is my opinion. I'm not saying their content is bad. It's their content, you know? Like, they make what they want to make. At the end of the day, who the fuck cares about what somebody with 9 subscribers, hey, has to say, right? But I look at their reactions, and I'm like, what reaction is there? They're just sitting there listening to the, like, watching the video. But that's just my opinion. Allegedly. But yeah, just some opinions about the K-pop community that I have. You can get upset. That's fine. You can disagree with me. That's fine. Fuck, the line keeps on fucking up whenever I turn. It's fine. It's whatever, you know? But, like, honestly, think about what I'm saying. I'm not saying, maybe I said it really harshly. I probably did, knowing myself. But just think about what I'm actually saying. Because I really wasn't trying to sound like a bitch. Like, this is honestly coming from, like, being on the sidelines of the fandom for so long, because, like, I don't actively, like, post, or, like, there's no point in me, like, posting. Fuck. I don't comment on a lot of things because I'm like, there's no point. Like, it's not directly affecting me. Who'd care? But when you see some shit, you're kind of like, fuck. We need to fix that. But, like, to fix it, we have to recognize that it's a problem and acknowledge that it's a problem. My God, my sweaty ass freaking forehead. But like, yeah, like I said, we have to acknowledge the fact that there are problems in our community in order to fix them. And if like you don't want to, that's fine. If you're happy with the way things are, and I just want to say, I know I complain a lot. I'm not saying there's anything. Oh my god, my sweat stash is already coming out. This is real life, people, okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with reaction channels. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with reselling merch. I'm saying that there are things that we can take from this video. Take it how you like. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video is already like 15 minutes long. I'm gonna have a great time editing this. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in my next video. Bye. Damn, do you ever take your glasses off and are like, geez, those are a lot of fingerprints on there. How do you not see that? But I don't.